do you mean physical? You mean spiritual? Spiritual poverty?
Spiritual poverty, of course, people will feel how much they're lacking. They'll feel how much
Yeah.
the more they have, they'll feel that they're lacking even more. Right? They're lacking even more because God is infinite. God is not, oh, I got God. I got, what is it? Enlightened. That's it. I made it. There's no such thing as that. All right, let's go. And there's always higher and higher and higher. Story. Rabbi Shabbatai Slavatitsky. Rabbi Shabbatai Slavatitsky, he has, I don't know, I saw him, last time I saw him was a long time ago, a Chabad house in Antwerp, in Belgium. Now, Antwerp, Belgium, there are a lot of Jews that came from the Holocaust. And they opened up, a lot of them dealt in gems. And so that's in Antwerp. So that's where his Chabad house is. One day, there came to him a man. I have to remember exactly how the story went. There's also another really good story that I heard these stories from him, but the problem is just to remember. Anyway, so someone came to him, and he said that he wants. He came to him and he said that he wants. He did a big sin, and he wants the rabbi. He's very ashamed, and he wants the rabbi to tell him how to fix it up. So the rabbi said, what is your sin? What did you do? You can tell me. So he said, that I decided one day that a guy's a Jew, but he was not a religious Jew at all. A lot of them, they weren't observant at all. Some of them, they came to the Chabad house, they would come to the Chabad house, they would come to Shabbat, but a lot of them, the things they saw in the Holocaust that sort of scrambled their brains and whatever it was, he wasn't religious. So one day he decided, I'm going to be religious. I'm going to keep Shabbat. He decided he's going to keep Shabbat. And that's what he did. He would close his store. He said, I closed my store on Shabbat. And I just began. It could be Rabbi Slavatitsky suggested it to him that that's what he should do. Told him, he said, anyway, so he said he just recently made this decision, closes Shabbat. And then one day he's coming back from synagogue. He went to synagogue, and one of his friends stopped him and said, why is your store not open? He said, I decided I'm going to keep Shabbat. He said, good, keep Shabbat, but not this Shabbat. Not this Shabbat. Don't keep this Shabbat. He said, what's different about this Shabbat? He said, this is the Shabbat, that's the gem day or something, some special day when people come from all over the world to buy gems in Antwerp. In I guess there's one street that has gems. I mean, you can see, I don't know the details, but the people come from all over the world to buy precious stones on this day. It's a special day. There's the government gives we can sell it for 10% less, and the government will pay us back. Whatever it is, a special day, special prices, and everybody's making a fortune today. You have to keep all the other Shabbos of the year. How many Shabbos are 53 weeks in the year? 50. Keep 52, but this Shabbos you have to. And so I walked by my store on my way home, and I saw there's people standing in front of the store, knocking on the door. They're looking and seeing if there's anybody there. And I thought to myself, wow, I could make a fortune today. I could make a fortune. People, but should I open or should I close it? So what I did was I went home. This was in the nighttime. He said, I went home and I thought to myself, listen, should I open it up or should I not open it up? So I came home and I made kiddush for my wife on a big glass of vodka. I filled up the glass and I made kiddush on a big glass of vodka, and I was told so I would be totally drunk. And I slept the whole night, slept the whole day. I didn't go to synagogue. I didn't do anything. I was afraid to go out of the house. And that's why I'm asking for forgiveness. What can I do to fix it up? So what do you mean fix it? I didn't go to synagogue. I didn't go to the shul. I didn't hear the reading of the Torah. I didn't do things that a good Jewish person is supposed to do. So Rabbi Shabbatai Slavatitsky said, listen, believe me, I sat at home with my family and we had a nice meal. Before that, I went to synagogue. And then the daytime, I went to synagogue. I heard everything. He said, believe me, the Shabbat that I had doesn't come up to the ankles of what you did. my level, I took it easy. I didn't sacrifice anything for Judaism. I just, benefited right and left all over. And your whole Shabbat was a Shabbat of total self-sacrifice. He said, listen, I envy you. I envy you. You want to fix it up? From now on, come to Shabbat and come to the synagogue on Shabbat. You want to, you can give another $10, something like that. That's all. But what you did is incomparable service of God to what I did. So that's something like we just learned in the Mimer, that eskafia, forcing yourself, has a big advantage over. It's not a replacement for, but a big advantage over succeeding, being a tzaddik, going and doing all the commandments. Right? He was so afraid that if he walked on the street, he wouldn't be able to hold himself back. He would, and he would open up the store even for a moment, right? And maybe somebody would say, listen, take the gems and pay me back later. Something. It would do something that was permissible, who knows what. But he knew if he got involved in it, he wouldn't stop. There are some people that really understand business and they love business, and they benefit themselves, they benefit others. And he knew that it was forbidden to do on Shabbat. So a story of self-sacrifice and how self-sacrifice in some ways is better than achieving what you're sacrificing for. Have a good day with Shabbat, with Mashiach now. Have a good Shabbat, everyone. On Sunday, God willing, there will be a class on Sunday. There will be a class. If there's going to be one on Monday, I don't know. We'll see. We'll decide. God bless you all. Shalom uvracha.
Chol Hamoed.
We'll see. We'll see.